My mother doesn't like repeating herself, and it really irritates and makes her think that you are stupid if she had to repeat something over again. My mother is generally okay, and I have always gotten along with her, and at the same time she is my mother, so there was the usual arguments between a mother and child. Growing up I never had a father, and my two older siblings were also not present while I was growing up. My two older siblings are in old family pictures when they were children, and when I was a baby. I grew curious about my father a couple of months ago, and I asked my mother about my absent father for the first time ever. As I had asked her about my father, she then suddenly became angry and agitated, and she only becomes like this when you ask her something multiple times over where she has to repeat herself. This also confused me, because it was the first time that I was asking her about my father, but yet she was angry. She then angrily told me, "I told you about your father when you was a baby," and I was still so confused. Then a couple of weeks later I asked her about my oldest brother for the first time ever, and she became annoyed again. I had never asked her about my oldest brother, but yet she was angry, as if I had asked her about it multiple times. She then scolded me, and said that she had told me about what happened to my oldest brother when I was a baby. I then tried telling her that I couldn't possibly remember anything when I was a baby. She was still angry and confused. Then when I asked her about my second oldest sibling, my older sister, for the first time ever, but my mother once again still became angry, as if I had asked her about the whereabouts of my older sister multiple times. My mother started to shout at me, and she told me that she had already told me about the whereabouts of my older sister when I was a baby. She kept asking me why I kept on asking her about the rest of the family when she had already told me as a baby. My mother started to call me stupid and other names because I had asked her questions to which she had already told me when I was a baby. I tried explaining to her that babies forget things and don't understand anything. She then told me what had happened to my father, older brother and older sister. She had murdered them, and their bones still remain under the soil in our basement.